about the problem of, which was basically a problem of live streaming with an audience in general. Another issue is that in practice, these platforms, and including Twitch, that I know in particular, well, they have nasty aspects about them, and so I don't want to be dependent on such a platform either, right? So I don't want to be dependent on the audience. I don't want to be dependent on the platform. Again, I mean, who knows? Like, there's likely all sorts of bad stuff about the platform that I don't even know about. But I know that people get unfairly banned for just saying stuff that isn't really that bad. They get banned for being, for being unfairly swatted, for instance. I've seen that. And like there's this incident I recalled, which had prompted me to initially, like in the past, say I was going to quit Twitch, and then I actually didn't. Which was like they organized some sort of event and then people got injured and it was their fault and they didn't apologize. And so again, I don't want to be associating myself with that. I don't want to be dependent on that. I don't want to gain success through that kind of stuff for those reasons. And and also another thing, of course, which I mean, people don't even get banned for usually because they respect it normally, except a few certain certain category of streamer, which is nudity, which I think is absurd. Again, like I said, one of the things that would be in the universal state would be that nudity in public would be always legal. It just seems really absurd to ban that, and I would expect that we would, if the temperature was suitable for it, we would be, we would want to have nudity. And again, of course, I mean, yeah. So, and like I said, again, it seems absurd. Obviously, it's like just currently by being in any country, you have to subject yourself to those laws. But I think basically instead of streaming, I would just go to some little secluded place where there's nobody, and then you don't, and where we can just be like sovereign people in a sense, and then we wouldn't have to like submit ourselves to these rules. Um, and so because of all those reasons, I I'm also quitting for those reasons. And now that this is in addition to this new thing that I mentioned in the previous quitting Twitch stream video. And so combined, I think this is really pretty compelling. So now I'm really confident about this intention to quit streaming. So one might ask, well, what if it doesn't work? What if you don't get success through, in any other way? Well, too bad. I'd rather just not be successful. Like I can decide that, I don't have any obligation to to do anything I can to try any means possible to achieve my ends. So um, again, like I've said, the Gorth is omniscient. It knows what's going to happen in the future. So I mean, like, how should I put it? Ultimately the Gorth cannot be beaten, right? So there's no point in trying anything you can to beat it. And as a result, and at the same time, I think the Gorth actually wants me to succeed, so I can actually blackmail it in a sense to give me the result that I want. And I can blackmail it to, but in any case, it's not really blackmailing because the Gorth knows that I'm going to do that, so it's actually was planned by the Gorth in the first place. But yeah, basically I can do whatever I want. I can do how I want to do it. I can do things how I want to do them. And so, and yeah, it can't be really held against me. It's not irresponsible because, like I said, in any case, the Gorth has everything planned out, and if it wants us to succeed in a certain way, or if it wants us to succeed at all, and it will make us succeed. And basically, I think that in any case, it makes for a better story, right? That's the thing. It makes for a better image. That this is largely why I'm doing it, right? It makes for a better image to succeed without having to depend on streaming. And this is, of course, actually something that the Gorth wants it, as much as it was something that was originally planned by people before all this thing happened, before this so-called pain era happened, and when people actually were deciding what was going to happen in these current times. And so, yeah, basically, I think this is this is the right thing to do, and I think this is what is expected in the story, that I or that I renounce doing this, and that is actually then what's going to enable me ultimately to actually gain success by actually meeting the people who will enable me to success. Um, so yeah, that's just this further bolsters my intention and my of quitting, and further satisfies me that this is the right choice.